Hello, you football freaks. It is your boy, Real Good Doty, coming at y'all with another episode of TFTC Sports Week 2 Picks. We are officially in Week 2 of the 2023 NFL season. Now, I know last week we had a couple upsets. We had a couple disappointing performances, especially by my New York Giants. But we're going to go ahead and get started. I am your host, Real Good Doty. You can find me on Instagram, realgood_Doty. Also, make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel. But without further ado, I'm going to introduce you to my co-host.
It's your boy, Jesse J. Philip Supreme 305. How about them Eagles, the only undefeated at the table? But I got my other co-hosts with me.
It's your boy, Chico Grande, Chico 2 times, and you're a flip-flopper, so no one cares what you think.
Yeah, we don't care.
But it's time to start another episode. Remember, Seth's channel is down in the other channels and in the description.
Hey, and just real quick, let me let y'all know something on one note.
Skirt.
The Eagles almost lost.
Oh my God.
To the New
Almost
England
doesn't
Patriots.
count.
But still, though, and plus you got a Miami Dolphins hat on, bro.
It's Florida Marlins hat.
Okay, Florida Marlins, my bad. But anyways, we're
all wearing baseball gear.
I got my New York Giants throwback snapback
Look at
He
him.
ain't scared.
and my Essential tee. Shout out to Essential Fear of God,
Hey.
Jerry Lorenzo.
But before we get started, we got to talk about Seth.
So,
Boom.
I know most of y'all who watch this channel are in fantasy football. And I know some of y'all probably have your own bookie. I have my own bookie too. But I just want to say you can go download this app called Prize Picks. And the cool thing about Prize Picks is you can pretty much pick any type of sport. You can either do a 4-man power or a flex. With the power, it's like a parlay, so all your teams have to hit. But before you go ahead and you download this app, make sure you, once again, like and subscribe to the channel. And then once you download this app in the App Store, use promo code PRAWWPQJ4. And they will match your $25 deposit. I know your boy went ahead and hit a 6-legger.
You hit big?
Yep.
You hit big?
What?
Oh.
Make sure to pause and take a screenshot of that code right there. We got the code on the right hand of the screen, so you can win big like Seth. Bring in the money, bring in the bacon.
Week 1,
like Real Good _Doty.
I went ahead and I combined it with some college football. Took my boy Israel Adesanya under significant strikes. Even though he lost the fight, I still hit on that bet. And Nick Chubb, over 78 yards rushing. He had over 100 yards. But anyways, guys, we're going to go ahead and we're going to get started with our Week 1 matchup.
Let's go. I can't wait. You know, we're starting off with a banger. My team stepping up Thursday night. We go
Thursday night football. We got the Minnesota Vikings
versus the Philadelphia Eagles on September 14th. Start playing at 7:15.
Now, the Minnesota Vikings are 0-1 after, just a pathetic performance. Jesus.
Trash.
You're at home, okay? You're playing a team called the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, like I said, are technically in rebuild, but they surprise a lot of people. Even though Kirk Cousins didn't necessarily play bad,
he played horrible. He's the reason why they lost the game.
He had
let me down.
He had over 300 yards.
He had 2 forced. He fumbled the ball twice and a pick. He
had 2 fumbles and 1 interception, costly interception in the red zone. Okay,
but it's not his fault.
That sounds like it's his fault.
No. But also the defense didn't show up. Think about it, guys. The Minnesota Vikings defense has been just dead last. Horrible. Last year they were horrible. This year they started out being horrible. And you went ahead and you you hired Brian Flores, who is a defensive-minded coach.
See, and
you still stunk it up against the Tampa Bay Bucks. Baker Mayfield looked like Patrick Mahomes out there.
Mike Williams was out of 100 yards catching.
Mike Evans?
Yeah, Mike Williams. Mike Evans for the wide receiver for the Tampa Bay.
I don't know if he got 100 yards, but he definitely scored a touchdown.
He scored a touchdown, and then
Chris Godwin did his thing.
But then you already know, man, this is the worst time to have bad defense, because you're gonna go against the duo AJ Brown and Devontae Smith. Man, you already know Jalen Hurts was playing around last time. He ain't really throw the ball all crazy, but this time he gonna step up. He go all crazy. And you already know Darius Slay finna shut down Justin.
Now you got like I said, the Philadelphia Eagles. They're home. They're looking to go 2-0. I know last time they gave Kirk Cousins on Monday night. Kirk Cousins was terrible.
A nightmare. He was a nightmare. Started giving nightmares.
He only plays good on noon.
It was noon.
But I got the Eagles in this
when
game.
he lost his powers.
I got the Eagles in this game.
Of course. For real?
Covering the spread. I know it's 7.
Okay.
7.5. So I got the Eagles covering the spread.
Okay. How many turnovers do you think the Vikings are going to get this game, or will they get any?
I see Kirk Cousins throwing at least 1 to 2 picks. So make sure, guys, go to Prize Picks and go ahead and lock it in right now. Kirk Cousins to throw a pick.
Against the Eagles.
At least 1 pick. Now, if you're really confident, you can put it in the power or you can put it in the flex.
But everybody really wants to know how many catches and receiving yards is Justin Jeffries gonna get? Because you're gonna get guarded by Darius Slay.
Well, the thing about it is Darius Slay also gave up. I mean, the Eagles secondary gave up at least over 300 yards against Mac Jones. Now I understand. They came from behind. It's week 1. I mean, if you're looking at the film, if you're the Minnesota Vikings, you're definitely coming up with schemes.
But see, that's the problem.
To get Justin Jefferson involved. Plus, Jordan Addison scored a touchdown. I know they have the Price Pick prop is Justin Jefferson going over 69 yards.
I can see that.
I mean,
I can see one.
That's what everyone wants you to choose. But I just feel like there's certain times when Kirk Cousins
becomes Kirk Cousins,
then Justin Jefferson just gets disengaged mentally. So I'm going to go ahead and I would stay away from that. I got Justin Jefferson having at least 45 yards this game.
Okay. 45 yards. Okay, so and you said you're going Eagles, right?
I got Eagles by
I'm definitely going Eagles.
So we going.
I picked Vikings last week.
What happened?
They let me down.
But honestly, guys, I wouldn't bet on this game though.
It's a hard one.
Because like I said, anything can happen, and winning more than 7 points is pretty hard. But if you do go ahead and you do want to bet and choose the Eagles, I would either tease it or Eagles money line. I wouldn't go crazy putting a lot of money on it, but I definitely got the Eagles at home.
Okay. All right, coming up to the next game, man. We got
Which
Green
leads us to our
Bay
first
Packers.
Sunday game.
You go.
Yeah, so we got the Green Bay Packers going to Atlanta. Now, Green Bay, I got to give it to them. They surprised me. I mean, no Christian Watson. It's Jordan Love. He's the new quarterback after the Aaron Rodgers era is, officially done. Aaron Jones went crazy. Romeo Doubs, who I am kicking myself for dropping him. I literally should have kept him. Whoever got him off the waiver wire, hey, congratulations. But yeah, I definitely, if you're a Green Bay Packer fan, you got to be optimistic going against
this could be hard.
The Atlanta Falcons, who I was wrong. They beat the Panthers. Now, the thing about the Atlanta Falcons is this: they're a run first team.
Yes, that's
now,
great.
I got beat, which is good, but they have too much talent though. They got Drake London, who's a stud. You put him on any team, and that boy will do some work. You got Kyle Pitts, who is a very good tight end, especially his rookie year. He made the Pro Bowl, but their head coach, for some reason, does not get them involved. I mean, Desmond Ritter,
the quarterback.
Desmond Ritter does not throw the ball to London or Pitts. And then here's the thing: if you don't get your guys involved, there's only so much you're gonna be able to do. In the National Football League. Like, yes, you need to be able to run the ball, and that's good and all, but I personally feel like the Atlanta Falcons,
of course,
if they can get
Pitts
and London involved,
what about
they can make some noise.
What about Aaron Jones?
Aaron Jones,
the running back?
Yes, like I said, Aaron Jones
he needs to step up.
Did some work. What do you mean, dude? Bro, he had 2 touchdowns. What are you talking about?
He needs to do more. They got it enough, man.
We need 3 touchdowns.
He had to do the 3 touchdowns because, like you said, he's not the quarterback is not passing the ball.
Christian, okay.
But I gotta say, wait, hold on. Before, I gotta say this.
Touchdown passes.
Like the Green Bay Packers gave up 154 rushing yards last week. So going against this duo, and don't you got DeJohn on your team, right?
Yeah, I got Bijan Robinson and Tyler Algier.
So how many rushing yards do you think? How many rushing yards he's gonna get this game?
I think he's probably going to get 50.
That's it, 50?
50. I think with him there's a split. They're doing a two-headed monster.
They are.
So I think they're both combined over 100 yards.
Mm-hmm.
I think Tyler Algier is going to get all the goal line work. So whenever they get in the red zone, they're going to give him the work. And I believe, like I said, I got to go back and check how many receptions Algier had and Bijan Robinson, because Bijan Robinson can also catch passes out the backfield. But I think Algier, from a fantasy standpoint, might have more points because, of course, he's going to get all the goal lines. But let's say on topic with this game, what I think. I'm still going to go with the Packers. I think the Packers defense is solid.
I'm picking Packers.
Jordan Love played really well.
Lies.
Christian Watson might be coming back.
Okay.
If you go down, let me see the injury report.
Oh, I'll pull it up for you. I got you.
And I believe, what is the spread on this game?
The spread,
Okay, this is close.
yeah,
So
1.5.
1.5.
It's really about whoever can stop the run. Whoever can stop the run first, make the other quarterback pass.
Check this out, guys.
Here's the
injury report.
Yeah, injury report.
Romeo Doubs is questionable with the hamstring, and Christian Watson. Okay, if Romeo Doubs and Christian Watson do not play, then I got the Falcons in this game.
Man, I got the Falcons.
Because the Falcons' run game
It's amazing.
Yes, it is.
So it's Dobbs and Watson?
This game is gonna go. It's gonna depend on Dobbs and Watson. So if they don't play, I got Falcons. If they do play, I got Green Bay.
You know what's funny? The last,
But I know I have to pick a team though.
Who you finna pick? Green Bay or Atlanta?
Like I said,
I'm gonna go with the
I'm gonna
Love
go
Doctor.
with I'm gonna go with the
Green
Love
Bay?
Doctor, Green Bay.
Okay.
But like I said, if they don't play, those two guys, I mean, Atlanta's gonna win.
I'm over here trying to make history, man. The Falcons finna win. It's been the second time in history they went. Well, not history. It's the second time since 2017 that they went 2-0 and they beat Green Bay. The last time they went 2-0 in 2017, they beat Green Bay. They're gonna do it
Let's
again.
bet lunch on this.
Bet lunch on it.
Okay, hey, hold on. So what about if Watson and Dobbs play?
You're doing that little.
If Watson and Dobbs play?
You can't put a caveat.
You got a handicap on it. This ain't golf.
All right, whatever.
I was actually
just playing.
peeping what the next matchup is,
I mean,
that's the real handicap
you
matchup.
don't think that's fair?
You mean the Colts
Gavin?
in Houston?
What's fair?
How about that bet?
Okay,
If-
so
I mean, I honestly don't think that they really need Dobbs. I mean, Dobbs only
No, but Dobbs had 2 touchdowns.
yeah, but he
two
had like
touchdowns,
30 yards.
Hey,
so it's
Hey,
like goal line.
It's a
touchdown.
red zone.
red zone 8 puts points on the board. But anyways, guys, let us know who you think is going to win this game. And like I said, if you were to bet this game, be very, very, very careful because it could be a trap game. Make sure you pay attention to the injury report before you put them in your slip. But the next matchup, we got the Indianapolis Colts versus the
Horrible
Houston
game.
Texans.
This is
now,
a death of the
no.
matchup.
This game, I got the Colts winning, but I think the Houston Texans might put up a little bit of a fight.
CJ ain't gonna do it. You don't believe in CJ?
I mean, he's going to go ahead and do his thing. Anthony Richardson looked good. Him and Michael Pittman, look, I was wrong about Pittman. Because I don't think they had a lot of chemistry because I know Michael Pittman during OTAs was training camp was dealing with at least a hamstring injury or an injury or something. And, we were still questioning like, okay, is Richardson going to be the guy? Because most people were saying, oh, this guy's just like a running quarterback. But he was letting it sling, against Jacksonville. And I was nervous a little bit because I had Jacksonville in my slip. They were giving Jacksonville a run for their money. But it's going to be very special to see, what Anthony Richardson's going to do in the future. And I know if you're a Colts fan, you definitely have to be excited.
Man, I'm excited about
Especially
the
that
Texans.
connection with him and Pittman. I mean, Pittman 8. Pittman had, 11 catches for 119
Who's the only
yards?
person he can throw to?
Richardson had for the Colts had 223 against Jacksonville. I got it up right
Jacksonville's
here.
a
What's
solid
PPR?
defense. Jacksonville's a solid defense.
79. Trash.
Hey, they got the
70,
thinking.
that's over 50%.
They got the
as a
thinking
rookie.
emojis. They're like,
Come
is
on,
he
dude.
good?
Well,
Is he
CJ,
bad?
I think CJ had around the same thing. They said CJ did a little better than but
Okay, well-
I'm picking Houston just because of you got CJ.
I got lunch on this.
Hold on, wait. I got CJ, and on top of that, the defense is really about whoever caused the most pressure first, because both these quarterbacks is trash.
Okay.
So if the defense gets to him,
I think Stroud is worse.
And Houston's defense is getting a lot better. I think one of the rookies got 2 sacks last game.
Now, if
Baltimore scored 25.
Here's the thing, though.
It's Baltimore.
I would stay away from this game. Listen, bettors, stay away from this game.
It's a horrible game.
I know you want to pick Houston because they're the underdog and you get paid more when the underdog wins. But stay away from this game because Anthony Richardson could easily have 2 rushing touchdowns. Pittman could have a touchdown. By the way, Prize Picks, if there's any props on Pittman, lock it in. Either receptions or yards. Because I think Michael Pittman is going to have another 100-yard game. You can book it. You hear me? Michael Pittman will have another big game. And if anyone can trade for him in your fantasy league, trade for him because, I mean, look at what he did with Matt Ryan last year. I mean, he's a stud. But I got the Colts in this game by at least 5-6 points, maybe a touchdown, maybe more than that. But I got the Colts.
I'm picking Colts.
I'm picking Houston.
Why are you picking Houston?
I told you, man. I told you. I believe. First off, I believe CJ is way better than Richard. Because first off, CJ, you didn't even see CJ running. Most of the plays you seen, every time I watched Richardson, he was either running for his life or throwing short passes.
Well, the Texans have a better offensive line.
The Texans. I mean, and they was going against the Ravens, the Baltimore Ravens.
Speaking of which, by the way, guys, if there's a prop you can pick on Dameon Pierce. Take his rushing against this game.
You sure?
Well, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, think about it. Tyler Algier went crazy last week.
All right, so you got my pick. So I got Houston, you got Colts, you got Colts.
And this is just a hat that I used to wear skateboarding. I don't like Houston at all. It's just a hat.
Yeah, he's
repping.
But what's crazy is I bought this hat at like a shoe expo, and it was too big for me, and I never wore it. And now my head's, I guess I have a bigger head. Hey, so this hat fits just right.
All right.
But let's go on to the next matchup.
The next matchup, we got the 0-1 Seattle Seahawks versus the 1-0 Detroit Lions. Now,
basketball.
The Seattle Seahawks, I mean, Jesus Christ. Pathetic performance. I mean, pathetic.
All around.
You lose to a bum Rams team at home. Geno Smith is coming, I'm telling you, coming back to earth. Seattle might
Geno Smith made me cry last week.
Seattle might have a huge problem. Because I don't know if Geno Smith is the guy. And it's not going to get any easier going to Detroit when Detroit has all the momentum at home. Now, but here's the thing about Detroit.
What?
They are looking to get revenge because Seattle beat them last year. But the thing about Detroit is I feel like they play better on the road than at home because I feel like when they're home, it's like they just can't win the big one at home. They can be very competitive, but they just can't win the big one. But Seattle, I mean, Geno got to play better. The O-line's got to play better. They got to get that 300 monster involved more. DK Metcalf did his thing. He's a stud. But Tyler Lockett's got to get more looks, and they got to get Jackson Smith and then Jigba busy. They got to also feed Kenneth Walker. Okay? Seattle has all the talent, but Geno Smith is going to have to play better.
He's going to be
the
trash.
Offensive line is going to have to take care of him because Detroit's defense is for real.
Crazy.
Dan Campbell is a really good coach.
I got Detroit.
Exactly.
Merck in Seattle. Let's see if we can pull up the.
So Detroit is.
You see? Oh yeah, here we go.
Detroit is a 6.5. No.
Seattle's a 6-point favorite. Or wait, are they? No, I'm sorry, it's the other way.
Detroit is a 6-point favorite, which means they got to win more than 6 points.
Because they plus
now
6,
this game, guys, like again,
I think
you have to be careful because I feel like Seattle also plays better on the road. I just feel like they do. I feel like Seattle plays better on the road. This game, I wouldn't bet on it. I'd stay away from it. Stay away from this game.
I think Jared's going to have another big game.
Unless you can tease Seattle. I'm not saying Jared Goff's not going to have a big game. He's going to have a good game. But I'm telling you, Lions at home, they just play better on the road.
You think they might crap the bed?
I can see the Seahawks win. I can see the Seahawks winning this game.
I got my blue mask ready.
I'm going to go with the Seahawks with the upset.
What?
I'm picking Detroit.
Even though I don't buy Seattle. I just feel like, yeah.
You know, first off, the Seahawks gave up 334 rushing
I'll
yards.
bet you on this
But they
game,
have
Seth.
to win, though. We'll bet.
Straight up.
They gave up 334 yards to Matthew Stafford, and you got faith in these people. Geno Smith couldn't throw past 112 yards.
I want Chipotle chips and cheese.
Upset.
He got sacked like crazy.
Upset.
Really?
I wouldn't bet on this game, though. Stay away from it.
Jerry Jacobs is finna lock up.
Stay away from this game.
Jerry Jacobs finna lock up DJ Metcalf. That's the only person Geno's throws to is Metcalf. He finna lock up Metcalf.
But they got Tyler Lockett, though.
He don't throw to Tyler Lockett.
Well, he's going to. He's going to.
He's gonna throw to the ground.
He's going to. And
He's gonna check
Kenneth
it
Walker.
around.
But you got David Montgomery and Jahmyr Gibbs, two really good running backs. David Montgomery seems to be the goal line back.
You see that line?
Hey, he got like 74 yards against
and I got
Kansas
David
City.
Montgomery in my fantasy, and Saquon Barkley and Nick Chubb.
So you finna go crazy?
Saquon's
So
finna go
cut
crazy
Saquon?
too. No.
We're gonna talk about that game soon.
We're gonna
Talk about
get
that
there.
game later.
That game soon
But
with AZ.
let us know in the comments who thinks gonna win that game. I got my first upset of the week.
Go ahead
Seahawks.
and lock in that bet, Seth. Lock it in with the
We
fist
can
bump.
bet. Y'all finna bet that one? Who you got?
Huh?
Who you pick?
I'm going for the Lions.
So how y'all locking on what bet? Y'all bet on the same team?
No, he bet on Seattle.
I think I'm gonna tease the Seahawks. If I can get them +9 in my parlay or +10, I'll pick them up. But I'm not gonna put a lot of money. I'll probably do like $20 to win like 120.
Speaking of
Seahawks
pickups,
got 0 sacks last time. You
That's
still
gonna be
got
a
hope.
free bet. That's gonna be free.
They didn't get no sacks. They gave up. It was like a horrible. It must be true.
Seattle needs
We
it
got a
more.
special
Whoever
guest.
needs it more.
Marty says the freaking Lions are gonna murk them.
But anyways, we got to move to our next matchup. We got the 0-1 Los Angeles Chargers that are going against the 0-1 Tennessee Titans that almost pulled it, the rabbit out of the hat against the Saints, which I told y'all the game was going to be a lot closer than you thought.
Ryan Tannehill wet the bed.
He did wet the bed.
I told you.
I mean,
this.
DeAndre Hopkins had 69 yards.
I'm gonna get a shirt.
Trayvon
made.
Burks
They both wet the bed.
was
They wet the bed together.
non-existent. I mean, Derrick
Horrible.
Henry only had 69 yards rushing. Did not come through for me on my price picks, Derrick Henry. But I'm gonna say the Chargers are gonna win this game. I mean, they lost a heartbreaker. They need to win. And I understand the Chargers need to win, but
You know what?
Chargers
Hold on,
are just a
Seth.
better team.
Do you know what they put next to Tannehill's QB rating? I got it pulled up right here.
What? An
They,
egg?
they put the turd emoji.
Exactly. I told you. I'm gonna get a shirt made that says "Never trust Ryan Tannehill."
What is
you
the-
never trust Ryan Tannehill. If the running back ain't running, you don't put your faith in him. He is just doodle juice. For some strange reason.
What is the line for this game?
Oh, I gotta pull it up over here.
And on top of that, I don't see Justin Herbert messing up again.
So this line for this game,
Where do you see it?
Tennessee is
Chargers right there at the bottom. It's 3. I think Chargers up 3. Chargers, Tennessee, Los Angeles Chargers, Tennessee Titans up above.
Oh, -3. So the Chargers are a 3-point favorite.
Told you. I think they're gonna win more by 3 points.
I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna choose, of course, the Chargers to cover in this game.
I just got no faith. They just need a quarter.
I'm gonna choose the Chargers in this game.
Like, I
I
don't.
mean, but that's the thing. They drafted 2 quarterbacks. They
But
got the
think about-
quarterback, Malik Monk, I think.
Yeah,
from,
something like that.
from Liberty. And
Malik
then-
Monk plays.
And then they got
plays
It's like
the
basketball.
quarterback from
Malik Mackay, something
Kentucky.
like
Oh, okay.
And on top of
I don't know his last name, but they got the quarterback from Liberty, and then they got the quarterback from Kentucky.
I'm just saying, if it goes to a shootout, like most likely it may be
The talent's
like,
there for Tennessee.
just like who for Tennessee?
Yeah, the talent is there.
I don't see. So you saying you see Ryan Tannehill winning
The
the
talent is
shootout?
there, bro. The Derrick Henry, DeAndre Hopkins, Trayvon Burks. The talent is there.
Hey, they
but
said
You see how many points he put up that game? 34 points. He put up 34 points against the loss against the Dolphins.
And
You
his
think Ryan Tannehill is going to put up 34 points?
his passer rating was a
I'm gonna say it's gonna
99.1.
be 16-24 Chargers.
I go with the same thing. I go Chargers. What you got?
Yeah, I'm picking Chargers. Titans Titans messed up so bad last week that you got to wait for them to prove themselves before you pick them again.
Okay, but
I mean, the Titans didn't play that bad last week.
Yeah,
I
they
mean,
did.
they lost by 1 point though.
In a game where like neither team scored. Both teams were bad. Both
It was more
teams.
defensive, but I got you. The next matchup, we got the surprisingly 1-0 Jimmy G Raiders versus the 0-1 Buffalo Bills.
this is going to be a good one.
Now, the thing about the Las Vegas Raiders, I mean, Jimmy Garoppolo is a game manager. He played well. Well, I wouldn't say he played well. He just got the job done. Okay.
Yeah,
Jacoby
I mean, they
Myers
barely
had 2
won.
touchdowns. Devontae Adams didn't necessarily have a big game. He was going against
Wait.
He was going
The
against
Raiders got
he was going against
Garoppolo,
the,
right?
yes.
Jimmy G, yeah.
He was going against the Pro Bowl corner for the Broncos, Patrick Surtain. Yeah, Patrick Surtain held him in check. Now, the Buffalo
Garoppolo's
Bills.
passer
hold on.
rating was a 107.9. Just real quick, go ahead.
That's pretty good.
Jimmy G's good. Jimmy G's real good. I give him.
Yeah,
I give it to him.
he played very conservative. He did what he needed to do, but it's not going to be enough to get him to beat the Buffalo Bills because the Buffalo Bills are pissed.
Oh, yeah,
I
they
mean,
lost.
Josh Allen,
He got the
lost
cover
me.
and
You
Madden
lost
to
me.
lose.
You lost me $200. You fucked me in my match.
Go.
Hey, yo.
You can cuss a little bit,
Just a little bit.
but
Just a little
yeah,
here,
yeah.
there.
You screwed me.
When you lose 200 money, you
and
can say.
I went ahead and I
Just
took
saying.
you in the second round in my fantasy football draft. I don't think I've ever went quarterback that early. But Josh Allen,
You think he'll make up for it?
you got to make up for it.
How many-
Josh Allen, you just need to let it out.
Which running
You
back
need to
finna
let
have
it
the better
hang,
day?
bro. You need to let it hang.
Which running back finna have a better day? Josh Jacobs or Cook?
Cook.
Then Cook.
This
'cause they
is
said
Cook,
Cook didn't show-
this is Cook's breakout game.
Yeah, because they said last game Cook only had like 40-something yards. He ain't really.
Yeah, but the Jets have a really good run defense.
They was
You
down.
know-
have a
They
very
lost,
good
First
run
off, they
defense.
lost all spirit
Bro.
because Aaron Rodgers got injured. His life was sucked out of him.
I wouldn't be. Well, I wouldn't. Say, we'll talk about the Jets later. But all I'm gonna say is Josh Allen.
His passer rating was
He
a
needs
62.
to have a revenge game.
Josh Allen was a
This
62.
is Josh Allen's get right game.
You think it's gonna be a hard get right
Because
game?
if Josh Allen doesn't perform, I'm either gonna trade him or I'm gonna bench him because I got Tua.
Oh,
You
Lord.
can't go wrong with that either.
You can't go wrong with Tua,
Hey,
but we're gonna get that later.
You need
And-
a replacement for Tua. His brain ain't gonna make it.
Yeah, we'll see about that. But Stephon Diggs also price picks, lock his yards, and I think his yards are at what 70 or 60 or 69 or 70. But he's gonna have over 100 yards.
And Adams,
Adams probably about 80 or 100.
he a beast. Okay, we gonna see.
I mean, we'll see.
So who you
It could be a blowout though. It could be a blowout.
Yeah, he might be. Yeah. So who you
That's
got?
what I'm
Raiders or
saying.
Bills?
Got Bills.
Who you got? Raiders or
Bills.
Bills?
I'm not gonna bet on the Bills because
I'm not
they
betting
screwed
this
me
game.
though.
I'm going Bills.
The Bills screwed me, dude. They're not getting any of my coin.
I'm going Bills. I can see Raiders losing this game.
But I'm saying this though. If Josh Allen struggles, they got a huge problem. Like huge.
Okay. Oh, Josh Allen, of course, yeah. Then that means all on the run game.
Don't be surprised
If
if
what?
the Giants make a call because our head coach was their coordinator in 2021. Well, back his rookie year through 2021. And that's when he was at his best. Don't be surprised, man, because I'm just saying. Anyways, guys, we're going to go ahead and move to
The next game.
our next
Sunshine.
matchup, the Battle of Jacksonville.
Trevor
we got
Lawrence, the GOAT.
0-1 Kansas City
Queef.
Chiefs versus the 1-0 Jacksonville Jaguars. Now, Kansas City, I don't know if Travis Kelce's going to play, but Kadarius
Oh, no.
Toney
I
is
heard
such
about
a
Travis
bum.
Kelce. He's
Taylor
actually
Swift?
not going to play because Taylor Swift broke his heart.
I remember that. She didn't want to talk to him.
No, but anyways, I mean, Kadarius Toney's talking crap about the Giants. That dude's such a bum. He's the reason why his team lost. He had, 3 crucial drops? 3 crucial drops that could have literally changed the outcome of that game. And who knows, the Chiefs could be 1-0 if Kadarius Toney hadn't dropped all those passes.
Yeah, Patrick
But-
Mahomes still played decent. He had a 77.5
Yeah,
QBR.
he didn't do bad.
It's
I'm
the
not going to put
defense.
that game on him.
It's
but,
the defense.
but the Chiefs
touchdowns, but he did have a
got
pick.
Chris Jones back.
Uh-huh.
The Pro Bowl defensive tackle, signed a 1-year contract. So I think they're going to play with more passion. I think
Trash.
he's a spark plug on that defense. But if Kelce doesn't play, I got Jacksonville winning that game. I mean, Calvin Ridley, man.
Amazing.
I got him in 2 leagues.
Had over
2
100
leagues.
yards.
I got him and Stephon Diggs as my receivers.
Had him on-
And Chris Godwin, bro. Yes, I went ahead and I killed this prop. By the way, guys, you want to go to Price Picks right now. Calvin Ridley over 70 yards. Lock. That's my lock. Calvin Ridley
I give
over
him that.
70
Lock
yards.
it.
Because Casey.
Calvin Ridley's going to have a big game. Christian Kirk. Now, about Christian Kirk.
Stop punching the table.
Christian Kirk didn't really have a good game. Trevor Lawrence didn't really look his way. Zay Jones was that number 2. Hopefully, from a fantasy standpoint, and
They're
also the
favoring
Jags
Kansas City by 3.
He got no defense.
Get Christian Kirk involved. If Christian Kirk can get involved and Calvin Ridley can be Calvin Ridley, watch out now. And Zay Jones. So
Jared Goff just threw for 251 yards on him.
But here's the thing, though.
Calvin Ridley go crazy. They don't guard. Their cornerbacks don't guard nobody.
But here's the thing, though. Travis Kelce, I think, is gonna play. I mean, I don't see him missing this game.
I don't see him losing back-to-back games without Travis Kelce. Last game was like his last second.
This is gonna be
It's gonna be a close one. I can see it go either. I mean, if the wide receivers don't show up like they didn't show up last game,
they're not gonna show up.
Jacksonville's gonna win because Jacksonville is playing.
They're going clamp on those receivers. They're not gonna show up.
I don't know why.
That's gonna be if the Chiefs want to win this game. They're gonna have to get Kelce involved, and they're gonna have to figure out who's the guy in this backfield.
I got Josh Allen, defensive lineman for the Jacksonville Jaguars. He's gonna get at least 2 or 3 sacks or more.
Oh, Josh Allen.
I got Trevor Lawrence throwing 5 touchdowns.
Yep. Josh Allen, yeah.
Because last game he had 3 sacks.
But the thing about this game, guys, is
I
can see the Jags winning, but I don't know. I mean, the Chiefs.
I don't see the
more.
Chiefs going down 0-2. Yeah, that's what's messing me up.
So what about if Kelce doesn't play?
And that line is trash. That KC line, this is not the same KC as before.
Well, Patrick Mahomes is gonna get rushed.
I'm picking Jacks.
I'm definitely gonna.
Even though
I'm definitely going with the
mine's
over.
telling me no.
I'm definitely gonna go.
I sold him on it.
With the over in this game. And if I can tease Jacksonville, if I can get them +6, I'm locking it in. But in this game, if Kelce does not play, I got Jacksonville.
Okay.
But if Kelce plays, I got Kansas City.
I'm still picking Jacksonville either way.
Really?
Not betting wise, but I'm not that confident.
Isn't that fair? Is that fair?
Yeah, I think that's a good assessment.
So who's throwing more touchdowns this game?
Trevor Lawrence. Trevor Lawrence.
It depends. If Kelce plays or not.
Okay. If Kelce plays, how many touchdowns?
3, because I can see
it.
Pacheco getting a touchdown, McKinnon getting a touchdown, and Kelce. Or I can see Kelce getting 2 touchdowns and Pacheco 1. And then Patrick Mahomes rushing 1. I can see this game being a shootout.
I can see it being a shootout.
Or a low-scoring game.
I don't know about all that because KC gave up 251 yards to Goff.
Yeah, but it could be like that. It could be at least like in the 20s. Not a high scoring, but not a low, like medium. But anyways, guys, let us know who you think's gonna win this game. So we're gonna go to our next matchup. The Baltimore Ravens going against the Cincinnati Bengals. Now the Baltimore Ravens, they went ahead and they beat the Houston Texans, but Lamar Jackson, I mean, looks like he's just getting in sync. They got a new offensive coordinator. He didn't have his Pro Bowl tight end, but Zay Flowers looked really good. He had over 70 yards, I believe.
ODB was 3 catches for like 37 yards.
Yeah, Odell's on his last legs, man. I'm sorry. I love Odell. I gotta be honest.
Watch your mouth.
J.K. Dobbins, moment of silence. He tore his Achilles. I think Baltimore's going to move on from him because he just can't stay healthy.
He pulled a Rodgers.
So Gus Edwards is the guy. They're doing like running back by committee. From a fantasy perspective, also, I would stay away from Baltimore's backfield because they're going to go with whoever's a hot hand. I know last year.
Why did you say away?
Kenyon Drake.
They had 5 sacks last game.
That running back, bro.
Oh, you back.
Yes. So anyways, I know Kenyon Drake, who's no longer playing for them. He went on a couple game tear. I'm just fading that backfield. But if Mark Andrews plays, I got Baltimore winning this game.
Of course.
But I don't know if he's gonna play. I mean, he was seen at practice. But I mean, the thing about Cincinnati also, I mean, they can't
stop the run. They gave him 206 yards.
Yeah, but the thing about it is, Joe Burrow, though, he gets happy feet. Anytime he gets pressure, he gets scared.
He got pressured over 10 times last game and sacked twice.
I can see him getting sacked at least 2 times.
I told you, Ravens had
8 times.
If there's a prop on Price Picks, take Joe Burrow to get sacked at least once or twice in this game.
What about Joe
5
Mixon?
times.
Is Joe Mixon gonna show out this game?
Joe Mixon,
He's gonna mix
Last
it
time he
up.
had
I think Joe
53.
Mixon's going to have a fair game, probably the same amount, but I expect Jamar Chase and T. Higgins to get it going.
You think Chase is gonna finally get it going? I mean,
Against
we know
Marlon
that-
Humphreys,
Chase
yes.
sucks.
Well, they're saying if Joe Burrow don't get it, if he can't
they
get it going,
they just paid Joe Burrow. They're not letting him go.
I think I'm not let him go. Like,
T. Higgins.
Send him to the Steelers.
Now, T.
who
Higgins.
said trade? Not trading him.
Trade him to the Steelers.
T. Higgins is supposed to be is going to hit free agency, and my Giants are going to sign him. They're going to sign him. They're going to get him. There's already been rumors in this past offseason, the Giants are going to get T. Higgins. You can hear it from me now. They need that guy at receiver. They're going to have cap space.
So you see
he's going to be a Giant.
So are they leaving out? Are the Ravens and the Bengals leaving out tied, or is the Ravens leaving out 2-0?
I'm going to say this is tough because
I'm going Ravens.
my ego wants me to pick the Ravens, but my heart says the Bengals because I just don't see them going 0-2, bro.
That's
And they're
one thing.
home too.
I can see that. I don't see them going 0-2, but at the same time, they can't stop
Because
the
I
run.
can
They
also
can't do
see
anything.
Lamar Jackson having a little off game, but
I can see that.
I need him to go off.
He will. He probably could go off. He probably could go off in the
I
air.
don't
You
know.
know-
This
you know-
game,
no.
this game, I wouldn't bet on, guys.
Lamar Jackson's
Right?
gonna go off on Pick City.
You hear me?
I'm-
I wouldn't bet on this game, but
Zay
I'm
Flowers.
gonna go with the Bengals.
Going
Get right.
Bengals?
Yeah,
Okay, how many catches you think ODB finna get this game?
30.
same.
3 catches?
4, maybe 4, 5.
7.
50 yards. I don't expect Odell to have it. I don't expect Odell
You
to
gotta
be
have
that
a
guy.
blowout game.
I don't think he's that guy anymore. He just clears up things for Zay Jones. I could see Zay Flowers having a
Sound
good
like
game.
Shannon Sharp out here.
Yeah.
Let's skip.
You naming players that don't even play on that team.
That was before. That was last week. This is this week. This week I'm on it.
We're
This
more
week I'm on
prepared.
it. I got the
Yeah,
paperwork.
we'll see. We still got some time in this episode. But anyways, I'm gonna go with the Bengals. I expect T. Higgins and Jamar Chase to have a breakout game. I expect Joe Burrow to throw for over 300 yards.
Okay.
3 touchdowns.
I'm picking Cincinnati.
You want? Because you don't like the Ravens.
I don't like the Ravens, so no
You don't
matter
really
if
like the
it's-
Bengals either, right? But you don't
have to
hate the
pick one.
Bengals.
I don't
You don't like
really
them.
hate the Bengals like that. Ever since Burfict or whatever his face was left, I don't really hate them like that. Joe Burrow seems pretty cool. So I don't really hate the Bengals. I still hate the Ravens. I still hate Ray Lewis. I still hate Lamar Jackson, and I still hate Lil Steve, which is you, Lil Steven. In your city. He's a big Ravens fan. I just want to tell you on
Who's
air.
Stevie?
His homeboy.
Our friend, remember? The Aztec warrior.
Okay.
His name is Lil Steve, and he loves the Ravens, and the Ravens suck. So I want to make sure he heard it here first
2-1.
on TFTC Sports.
The next matchup, we got the very overrated, disappointing,
The Bears.
overwhelming 0-1 Chicago Bears
Baker Mayfield.
going against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Now, Chicago Bears, it looked like,
Trash.
I mean, you're home. You had a lot of hype going into this season. Everyone's saying Justin Fields that guy because he showed promise last year. I mean, he had a lot of good games. They also lost a lot of games that they should have won. You go out and trade for DJ Moore, who's a very good receiver. You got Donnell Mooney, and Chase Claypool, who clearly looked like he quit, wasn't blocking, running half-ass routes.
Man,
Come on, Chase.
Yeah, man.
I got Jalen Jones locking down
I
Mac
mean,
Williams. to
I
close
don't have
game.
any faith in
You
the
gonna face
Bears,
Jalen Jones?
I'm picking the Bucs.
but I expect DJ Moore to have a get-right game.
He better have a get right game.
Yeah, because then I got to look to trade him. I got him in 2 fantasy.
Well, that's it right there.
Get right game.
Exactly. I'm on it.
I think Baker Mayfield is going to go for like
He got
3
to
touchdowns.
because the running game is trash.
He had 2 touchdowns last game, no picks, and he had a QBR of 95.
I still don't buy the Bucks though.
Nah, I don't buy the
No, I
Bucs.
don't buy them, but I think
more-
though I buy them against the Bears third
Facts.
day.
Yeah, they're home. I got the Bucks in this game. Bucks defense looked good though. I'm not gonna
Yeah,
lie.
Bucks
Even though they
Bucks
gave
have
up a lot of
defense.
yards, they did give Kirk Cousins some problems. They created turnovers, but I'm gonna go with the
They
Bucks.
shut down the
in this
rushing. They shut down the run game for the Vikings.
Seth,
So
who has the best defense in fantasy? Who's putting up the most points for the defense?
game. 49ers.
49ers? Oh, it's
Oh,
rookie
I know the
checks.
Cowboys.
Oh, even worse.
But it also could have to do with the matchup. But I got the Bucs in this game, guys.
I got Bucks in this game also. I don't see Fields doing it. I still don't got no trust in them.
Mike Evans
running like crazy.
He's gonna have another touchdown. Chris Godwin.
Didn't he have like a
60,
mediocre
yards.
game last
Yeah.
week?
Mike Evans?
Yeah.
Mike Williams?
I mean, no, Mike Evans. He scored.
Mike Evans?
Yeah, Mike Williams plays for the Chargers, bro. You see, there you go again.
He told you he was gonna do it. Yeah, I'll pull it up
Hold
for
on.
you. Mike Evans.
How much did Mike Evans have?
Hey, you know what? We're gonna take it back
He had
on
a
that one.
touchdown,
That's a
though.
neck.
He had a touchdown. He had like, what, 50 yards, Gavin?
He.
I don't have him on my fantasy.
No, I got it right. He had one touchdown, 66 yards receiving.
That's like 16 fantasy points. 16,
Yeah.
18. Chris Godwin, I mean, he got the job done
6
for me.
catches, 66
Gave me
yards,
10
one
fantasy
touchdown.
points.
Godwin had 51 yards.
Yeah.
No touchdowns.
I expect Godwin to have a big game. I think
I think he'll have a lot better
Godwin's
game.
Gonna, I got him. I got him, Diggs, and Ridley, bro. That's my receivers. It's nice, right?
Yeah, Ridley's gonna go off.
Yeah.
Weird. Yeah, Ridley's
Him
gonna go
and
off.
Diggs, bro.
Smoking.
I don't know about Diggs.
What?
I don't know.
Sweet.
Take you out of your
know.
He
chair.
put 26 fantasy points. He had
He
over
might.
100 yards.
You might. I mean, it's the Raiders.
But anyways, guys, let us know who you think's gonna win that game. But for the next matchup, we got at 3:05, the undefeated San Francisco 49ers
I hate
that let
them.
it hang against the 1-0 Los Angeles Rams. Now, the Rams are home. They got some momentum. But the 49ers, I mean, Brock Purdy, Mr. Irrelevant,
I hate you, Mr. Purdy.
did good. Christian McCaffrey, I told y'all could go crazy.
Oh yeah, he went crazy that game. Yeah, he broke for a crazy.
Kittle?
I saw that.
Kittle battling a hamstring injury, groin injury. Looks like he's getting healthy. I expect Kittle to have a bounce back game. Deebo Samuel needs to have a big game, and Brandon Ayuk looks like to be the number one guy right now. I mean, Brandon Ayuk, 2 touchdowns. I mean, dude.
Who would have thought?
I think he's gonna be a free agent. I don't see San Francisco letting him go though. Him and Purdy just have really good connection. But Deebo Samuel and Kittle got to get going. If all those guys can get going and CMC's going to be CMC, I got the 49ers making the Super Bowl.
What?
Yeah.
Who brought Mr.
Because
Purdy?
that defense, man, that defense is for real.
That's crazy.
All right, you can say what you want, man.
I don't see
if
it.
they get home field advantage, that defense stays healthy.
I'm taking the Rams.
right.
Stafford. Stafford
Now-
had 334 yards last game.
Yes, he did. And then that one guy,
Nakua had 119.
He ate, and then that other guy,
Put in the comments if I said that wrong.
and that other receiver ate too as well. Nakua
Oh, yeah.
and the other receiver were the 2 top waiver wire wide receiver
Tutu.
pickups.
Atwell.
I went ahead and I got
He had
Tutu
119 as well.
Atwell. I got Tutu Atwell, by the way, but I'm not ready to start him. Also, Kyron Williams, the running back,
He got 119 off of 6 carries or 6 receptions.
which clearly I think he's the guy. I mean, Cam Akers is just not it, man. I mean, Cam Akers just isn't the guy. He had a fumble. He didn't play well. The Rams, were hoping that Cam Akers was going to be the guy, but obviously he's not. But I think the Rams, either the Seahawks really aren't that good, or the Rams are better than we think. We're going to see on Sunday what's going to happen. What is
the
the line for this
Rams
game?
won a championship, just 2 years ago?
Yeah, I mean, Cooper Kupp's still on IR. What is the line for this game?
Pull it up. See it? Right here. San Fran, LA, yeah, so San
Plus 8?
Yeah. I'm taking that.
Man, dude.
Give me the Rams plus
I
8.
don't know, though.
Exactly.
I
See,
don't know, though.
they finna make Brock Purdy look like he's.
I don't think they're gonna blow them out. Yeah, because it is a divisional game. So I'll take the Rams plus the points, but I got the 49ers winning the game.
Okay.
I'm picking Rams.
I'm picking 49ers.
49ers to win the
Stafford
game.
country,
But
let's ride.
I'm picking the Rams to cover though.
They'll cover the spread.
Okay.
I think Kittle's gonna have a big game though, and McCaffrey
And then
could be a shootout.
Seth,
leads us to our next matchup.
game of the week.
No, not game of the week.
Pick of the week.
I'm gonna have to be watching this game on my phone now because I gotta drop my daughter off. I'm not gonna be able to watch the whole game. I'll figure it out.
Because you broke your TV is why you're watching it on your phone.
No.
Because of what the Giants did.
I just have to
the
leave.
Giants
I have
let
to
me
leave.
down.
I have to leave at 4 o'clock to drop my daughter off.
No, I
This game
know.
gonna
I
be
got you. I got you.
So,
I'm just joking.
I don't know.
But what Giants versus Cardinals?
I might very carefully watch it while I'm not driving. I'm at stoplights. But anyways, we got the 0-1 New York Giants going against the 0-1 Arizona Cardinals that surprisingly played better than I thought against the Washington Commanders. Joshua Dobbs is their starting quarterback.
Yeah, 16-20. They only lost by 4.
You got James Conner.
That's
Faded
62
him
yards.
this year. You got New York Giants, Saquon, Darren Waller.
Trash.
Saquon, I would definitely take his rushing attempts because I think he's going to have a big game and his rushing yards.
I would trade him.
Time? He had 12 last game.
He's probably going to have 13 or 14, 15
Okay.
rushing attempts. He's going to go over on his rushing yards, over 60.
All I'm saying is if the
Daniel Jones
Giants.
QBRs last game
I'm
was
taking
a 32.
Danny Dimes' rushing yards over 34. That's my number 2 lock. Go ahead and take Danny Dimes over 34 yards rushing. Lock it in.
Saquon will only have 51 yards. You think he's going to do better this week, Seth?
He was on pace for a monster game. He was averaging 5 yards per
until they got
carry.
blown out.
He was gonna have a big game.
And they kind of
They had
took
to
him
Am I
out.
right,
They had to
Gavin? We
catch
all
up.
knew he was gonna have a big game.
I thought so.
He was averaging 5 yards a carry. That's pretty good.
I mean, but your quarterback getting knocked around like a ping pong ball
Yeah,
7
that's true.
times. He got knocked out 7 times.
I mean, we're gonna see. Like I said, I'm not betting on this game. I would stay away from this game.
They made Eli Manning
But
cry.
I got my Giants
Exactly.
winning this game. This is a must-win. Take Daniel Dimes rushing over 30 yards. By the way, guys, that's my number 2.
Who would have
Oh
thought?
my God, this would happen. No, I was looking at the next matchup. This would be their
What
luck.
is-
Those
what-
little cheaters.
What is the line for this game, Gavin?
Let me pull it up here. Giants.
-5.5.
Yeah, New York Giants.
I wouldn't bet on this game, guys. I know you're screaming for the Giants, but I wouldn't bet on this
I'm
game.
surprised they gave
if you
him
bet
that.
on this game, go light. Yeah, 5's a lot, man. For a team that got blown out.
Yeah.
40 points.
That's crazy.
I would stay away from this game, though.
I'll pick the Giants. I think they're gonna have a bounce
Yeah, I'll
back
pick the
game.
Giants.
I never liked the Cardinals.
They got a starting quarterback.
Anyways, guys, let us know who you think's gonna win this game. And like I said, let us know your picks, meaning parlays, prize picks. Let us know. Anyways, guys, the next matchup, 325, which is the game of the week, the Aaron Rodgers-less Jets versus the Dallas Cowboys. Now,
That's why I said
the
this is
Jets
just their luck, man.
They won this game.
are on the road.
Without Rodgers.
They did well Sunday night. I mean, not Monday night. They did well Monday night at home. I mean, that was a really good comeback. Garrett Wilson's a stud. But they're going to have their hands full. They're going into Dallas with the team that just steamrolled my New York Giants, blew them out. Literally, like, blew them out of the stadium. And this is going to get ugly. I definitely would take Garrett Wilson's under yards in this game because he's going against Trayvon Diggs. Plus, I would also take sacks if you can, because even though the Jets have a good offensive line, Micah Parsons is a freak. I mean, he's just a freak.
nasty.
Breece Hall is still good. Dalvin Cook is still good, but I would not take any of those guys over in this game. But if the line can protect Wilson, give him some confidence, because Wilson can also run, and they can get that running game going. Cook
No,
and
they
Hall,
not.
if they can,
They shut the
Jets
running
will win
game.
this game. But I got the Cowboys, and
Jets
the
shut
line
the running
is
game down last
what- what's the
game.
line?
They shut their running game down last game.
Yeah, but the Cowboys.
And on top of that, they got 3 picks.
They're a 9.5 favorite. Ooh.
I think the only reason why they got this,
If you're really confident, take the Cowboys plus the points.
I take Cowboys just because the quarterback is
But I got the
gone.
Cowboys outright winning this game.
Yeah, I don't trust Zach yet.
No.
Not yet. He back. He just got back in the water, and this is a hard defense to go
Oh
against.
yeah, look, 9.5.
That's a lot of points.
Mm-hmm.
Well, not for the Cowboys though. But the Cowboys have let me down when I bet on them last year to beat the Denver Broncos at home.
What people forget is the Cowboys never let you down early in the season. They always let you down right before playoffs.
Yeah.
So you got to remember, if you're betting on them, bet on them early in the year. But towards the end of the year, they always cool off. That's when you don't bet on them.
Never.
When they have big games, they never perform.
So the next matchup we got is the Washington Commanders that are going against the 0-1 Denver Broncos. Now, Washington Commanders, I mean, they didn't look great. They got the job done. I guess they won the game. Terry McLaurin had an off game, still battering turf toe. Jahan Dotson didn't really do too much. Antonio Gibson, get him involved. I mean, get this guy involved. I understand Brian Robinson is nice. He looks to be the clear number one back. But Gibson can also catch passes out the backfield and run. And he's proven it in 2020, you know. Mm-hmm. But Gibson, like I said, had a bad game. He fumbled. He didn't do anything. So right now, I mean, you got to go with the hot hand. You got to go with Brian Robinson. But, I mean, it doesn't hurt to not get Gibson involved. But to the other side, Denver Broncos 0-1. Russell Wilson
He played good
very
last
conservative.
game.
I mean, two touchdown passes. You still don't have Jerry Jeudy. Cortland Sutton looks to be the number one right now because Judy's out. Now, here's my issue, though.
Yeah, they're doing it by committee.
Javonte Williams, Samaje Perine. I understand Javonte Williams is coming off an ACL injury where he literally, I mean, can you look up his injury, Gavin? I think he tore his ACL, PCL.
Yeah, but it's basically all the stuff in your knee.
He got a couple tears
That's what
in
I
it.
see.
But Samaje Perine is not better than Javonte Williams. Okay? I'm sorry. He's not. Perine is not the guy. He's a bum. He's washed. And all these people say, no, Samaje Perine is better than Javonte Williams. No, he's not.
You're lying to
I
yourself.
understand that you're being cautious with Javonte Williams. But Devontae, my bad. Devontae, is it Devontae or Devontae?
It's the wrong tay.
No, for real, I'm serious.
For who? The cornerback?
No, the running back. Devontae. Yeah, Devontae Williams. Because I get him mixed up with the boxer.
It's Javonte. Yeah.
Devontae. Javonte, my bad. Javonte Williams is better than
like me,
Samaje.
Jesse in the first week.
Bro, I actually...
No, Seth knows the names 99%.
Yeah, it's just like it's the name, you know what I mean? But Samaje
You get them all wrong.
I got
That's
that
a
right.
lot.
I got that right. Samaje Perine is not better than Javonte. I'm sorry. Sean Payton, get Javonte involved. He needs more carries. The dude had 10 carries for 56 yards? Way better than Samaje. Samaje is not the guy. I know you got him in free agency, but he's not the guy. He's nothing but a backup. He backed up Joe Mixon in Seattle. I mean in Cincinnati when Joe Mixon was out, and he only had maybe 1-2 good games. But Javonte needs to be the clear back. So get that guy involved. I got, surprisingly, let me see the line.
For the Washington and Broncos?
Yeah.
Washington is. Ooh, I'm going Washington.
Yep, of course.
I'm picking Washington.
You got to. Nah,
I don't trust any team that Peyton
pick
coaches.
Washington, I'm gonna pick Russell Wilson and the Broncos.
You're gonna ride with Broncos?
I'm gonna ride with Broncos. I believe in the system that they're trying to put in. We can bet on this one. I got this one.
Sit down.
I got nothing.
Except a pen right in front of your face. If it was a snake, it would have bit you.
Now the next matchup, Sunday night, and this is tricky because it's only the Patriots are 2.5
To a
dogs
nation, stand up.
I don't know about
going
that.
against the Miami Dolphins. I want to know that literally, I mean, Tyreek and Tua connection is crazy, man. Now, Jalen Waddle didn't really have that big of a game. Raheem Mostert is the clear back.
The running backs for the Miami, they got no run game.
No, they don't.
No, got no run game. Tua ain't get hit.
And New England has a good defense.
Hey, Tua ain't get hit not one time. Mr. Reach up for Jesus to the sky. Tua ain't get hit not one time.
And New England has a good run defense because, I mean, they literally shut down Philly's run game. I expect Tua to have another big game with his arm, over 300 yards. Actually, I don't know. I wouldn't say 300 yards, maybe 280, close to 300. Tyreek's going to go crazy. I know his price pick is over 80 yards. Go ahead and lock that in, by the way.
Man, I got
Kendrick. Go ahead and lock it in. But put that in a flex, though, because I'm not 100% positive on that.
I think Mac Jones is going to crap to bed.
What? First off.
Because Bill Belichick, he takes away your best player, right?
No.
First off, the Dolphins gave up 230 rushing yards last game. You know we got Zeke over here in New England. You know he gonna do the thing.
How did that work out? What did he do last week?
With Zeke,
a whole bunch of nada.
How did
they didn't. It was a shootout. They couldn't run. They couldn't run the ball because it was a shootout. That was a high scoring game.
I know Kendrick Bourne was the number one.
That's like
8.
That's like you talking issue about him. It's like me talking issue about Saquon Barkley because we couldn't use Saquon Barkley because the Cowboys beating that butt. Wasn't that couldn't?
Yeah,
they couldn't use
the Eagles and Patriots game wasn't a blowout.
That was a high game. It was a gunslinging. It was in the 30s.
It's not the same.
It is the same. You had to keep up.
I missed it. I was messing with the audio. What happened?
Bro, if it's a close game, why wouldn't you get him involved? Suppose of a blowout.
Because it's a high scoring game. You trying to keep up the score.
Yeah, so get your best player involved and get the run game going so you can run the time of possession.
The best player of the game is all these. This is a system.
Ramondre Stevenson is the best player on the Patriots offense, my dude.
What?
Yes, that running back. Yes. Ramondre Stevenson. Yes. Better than Juju Smith-Schuster? Yes.
That's like most of the league.
Better than Devontae Parker? Yes.
Better than Kendrick Bourne?
Yes.
But Kendrick Bourne is the main target. He had more catches. He's going to keep doing this. His main target. Matt Jones is like this.
I bet you doesn't get over 80 yards this game.
Let me think. Nah, because they don't need to do that. I don't need them to get.
They're gonna run the ball.
No, I need them to run the ball. I need them to get the running game on because Dolphins are trash at the running game.
Ezekiel Elliott only had 29 yards.
Oh man, how many touches?
7 attempts.
7 attempts. So if he would have had what 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 5 more attempts, he would have passed. He would have passed the starting running back for the Saquon Barkley, the Giants, because Saquon Barkley only had 12. He had 7.
Saquon was averaging 5 yards per carry.
Saquon was averaging 4.3 yards per carry.
That's the same thing.
No, it's not.
4 and 5.
Saquon would have had a big game if they hadn't had a blowout. I would have bet you $200 he would have had over 100.
Tom Brady would have won the bowl.
How much you want to bet? How much you want to?
Hold on, one at a time.
How much you want to lose that he goes over 60 yards this game?
Who?
Saquon
Barkley.
He has a big game. How much you want to bet?
They're going against the Cardinals. I'm not betting that game. It's the Cardinals.
And even if they're going against a good defense,
you do 100 yards.
100 is the Cardinals.
You think he's going to put up more than 100 against the Cardinals?
If the game's competitive, Saquon shows up.
Listen,
the blog, he doesn't. That's just what it is.
You know Saquon puts the team on his back.
We got to stay on track.
Usually. They blew his legs out all the other times.
We got to stay.
You a hater.
Stop that. Not gonna
the truth.
No.
Jesse, we're moving on.
He's healthy. But
Saquon is the GOAT, and that's all you need to know.
Hey, how many yards did Ramondre Stevenson have?
Let me pull it up.
He's the best player on that Patriots offense. And the Eagles have a good run defense.
Hold on. Okay, here it is. For the Patriots, who are you asking for?
Ramondre Stevenson.
Oh yeah, he had 25 yards rushing.
Yeah, that's terrible.
12 attempts.
So that's the thing. They couldn't run the ball, so they started throwing the ball. But anyways, guys.
Yeah, he got 64 yards on receiving, Stevenson.
Yeah, that's the thing. He can also catch passes out of the backfield. Yeah. I mean, yeah. So anyways, I'm going to go with the Dolphins in this game.
I'm gonna pick the Dolphins. I hate any team from Boston, and they're not that good that year. And like I said, Mr. Jones is gonna flounder.
So how many touchdowns Hill finna get this game?
Who?
One.
You think only one for the Dolphins?
Who?
Tyreek Hill.
Anything can go.
He could get anywhere from 2 to 4. You never know.
Okay.
Sometimes he's really good in the red zone.
At least one.
Give me this one. Okay. We gonna see. I go on Dolphins. I'm going Dolphins also.
But anyways, guys, take that Tyreek Hill going over 70 yards. I'm confident in that. Calvin Ridley over 70. Danny Dimes over 34. And Tyreek Hill over 70. I believe that was the line. Or it was 80. Anyways, I'm going to take it.
We got 2 more games.
And then, of course, Nick Chubb's over 80 yards rushing as well. He owns Pittsburgh. Next matchup, we got 2 Monday night games. First Monday night game is the 1-0 New Orleans Saints going against the 0-1 Carolina Panthers. Derek Carr looks to be in sync with Christian Olave. I mean, Michael Thomas, he can stay healthy. He's going to be pretty serviceable.
I think
Jamal
this is an
Williams
easy
didn't have a good game.
It is.
I mean, Bryce Hall, he's rookie. I mean, Adam Thielen's washed. Donovan Mingo, I don't know what he did. Hayden Hurst seemed to be the only player that showed up, but I think Miles Sanders is going to have a decent game because I know the Panthers head coach is going to want to run the football because when he was the head coach back in 2021 for the Frank Wright, for the Indianapolis Colts, Jonathan Taylor had his best season. So they're going to run the ball heavy. I look for Miles Sanders to have a bounce back game. Chuba Hubbard actually had a better game. But I'm going to go with the Saints. They're too good. I got the Saints.
I got the Saints. I don't really like the Saints, but it's a clear, easy pick. Carolina ain't on nothing.
I got the Saints also. Bryce Young, I mean, after everybody was counting Bryce Young last week, it's just horrible.
I mean, if you're a Carolina Panther fan, I mean, you got to have a little hope. I mean, you got franchise quarterback.
He ain't the franchise.
You don't think so?
Nah, we gonna see.
We're going to see. I guess that's to be determined.
He ain't no Drew Brees.
The last matchup of week 2, Monday night, is part of our Monday night doubleheader. We got the 1-0 Cleveland Browns going against the 0-1 Pittsburgh Steelers.
Pickett got to pick it
had
up
a
before he
big
gets
game.
cut.
Deshaun Watson had a big game. Elijah Mitchell had a decent game. Amari Cooper. Now, the thing about Amari Cooper, he doesn't play good on the road. That's the thing. He doesn't. For some reason, he just doesn't play good on the road. The Cleveland Browns are 2.5 favorite. Wow.
It's a close game.
But it is a divisional game, rival game.
Those games are always tough, no matter who's good.
I wouldn't bet on this game. I mean, Deontay Johnson's out for a couple weeks, at least 4 weeks with a hamstring injury. Allen Robinson, I mean, come on. Your best receiver, 8 catches, 64 yards. I mean, Pickens was non-existent.
Yeah, Pickett.
Steelers averaged 7 yards rushing. 7 yards.
Najee Harris only had 31.
Didn't have a good yard. He didn't have a good game at all. And you got to be worried about him. I think they could look to trade him or cut him at the end of the season. Because I don't know, he's a floor guy. He doesn't have he's not a ceiling guy.
I mean, I think everyone on the Steelers needs to pick it up. I mean,
that's the thing. The Steelers were getting so much hype going into the season.
I honestly didn't even believe the hype. I thought we'd be a decent team, but then we started beating up on everyone in the preseason.
Right.
And it was a lot of the games. There was actually a lot of the first string was getting a lot of plays, so it was actually a little bit, more to look at. So they looked like they were going to be a real deal team.
Absolutely.
And they came out and crapped the bed, basically, man. I mean, they didn't look ready. They didn't look like they wanted to play. They look unorganized.
Colin Cowherd gave Kenny Pickett a D-. His quarterback performance.
His QBR was a 68. Not good.
What's the time by his?
A cheesy face, like I don't know. Yeah,
anyway,
Najee Harris needs to have a much better game. And I know that Pickett tries to spread the love, but he needs to make sure he's hitting his boy George Pickens.
Miles Garrett goes.
Him and Pickens got to get in sync. I mean,
You only had 36
this is a golden
yards.
opportunity for the Steelers to get right.
Yeah, because
I mean, Mari Cooper doesn't play good on the road. I'm sorry. Nick Chubb's going to be Nick Chubb, which we're going to go ahead and we're going to lock Nick Chubb's rushing for over 80.
I think Deshaun Watson.
Wait, Nick Chubb over 80 against the Steelers?
He might do it.
He might do it.
Dude, the Cleveland's a run-first team.
I think Deshaun Watson's going to have a bad game. I think he's going to have 2 picks.
I can see
Speaking
it.
into
See him throwing a
existence,
pick?
2 picks is going to make the Steelers defense win the game. But I think Pickett and Pickens will play a lot better.
So you picking Steelers?
I'm picking Steelers still,
He's
baby.
got to.
Who you picking?
Every week, whatever the
I
Steelers
don't
play,
know,
I'm
dude.
picking them regardless.
I don't know about all that.
But that looks like that is the final matchup.
I'm gonna go with the Steelers on the upset.
Okay.
I mean, I don't buy them, but I just feel like the Browns. I mean, Cooper doesn't show up on the road.
And this Deshaun is shaky. He's a lot of time has one good game, one bad game.
But that's been a
I just
while.
need
You didn't
the
see him play in a
Steelers
while.
winning this game.
Huh?
Honestly, guys,
play in a while.
if you were to ego bet on this game, pick the Steelers on the money line.
Yeah. I think they'd be good, with that.
Okay.
This would be a good payout too. But you have to worry about them being the last leg of the parlay,
They could chop your legs
and
off.
they could screw you, man. So if you do want to bet on the Steelers, take the points because they have back-to-back home games, and if they were to get blown out twice,
They're not gonna happen.
ooh.
Pack it up.
But anyways, guys, this is another episode of TFTC Sports Picks Week 2 edition. Make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel, realgood_Doty. Also, make sure to follow me on Instagram, realgood_Doty as well. My co-host.
It's your boy Jesse J, Phillips Supreme 305. The Eagles is going all the way. We're gonna be undefeated again. Starting next week.
It's your boy Chico Grande, Chico 2 times. Hopefully the Steelers don't embarrass me like last week, and we actually have something to watch because I honestly turned the game off at a certain point, like we did the Giants game. So Giants and Steelers, let's pick it up. Let's get some things
And
done.
just real quick, before we let this video off,
Yes,
we
sir.
are launching another segment to TFTC Sports Backyard Edition. We talk about top performers, teams we buy, teams, the sell, whoever crapped the bed as well.
We're going to do a little more in-depth discussion with the secondary show on TFTC Sports. We're going to have our weekly picks, and then the second one we'll have a deep dive. We'll have a name for everything, and all the segments will name, so that way you can make sure. And let us know, is that something that you want every week to do both shows every week, or should we do like a roundup every couple weeks and check in who the leaders are? Put in the comments below, but we're going to iron it out, so that way we'll be bringing you 2 NFL football TFTC Sports videos every week along with the podcast and, of course, everything else that we do.
But anyways, without further ado, I love y'all.
We will see y'all
Next week.
on the next NFL TFTC Sports Picks. We're out of here, baby. It's sports. It's football.
Football is back.
Get in the game, baby. We'll see y'all next week. TFTC Sports.